Super excited about telling you about the features and improvements we made in Q3 at Chameleon. So here goes. Multi-question microsurveys, something our customers have been asking for a long time. Now, we've always had the very clear opinion that we don't want in-app microsurveys to be super long. We know that online microsurveys where you click into it from an email and there's like 10 questions have really high drop-off rates. So we always said we want these to really be micro so that we continue to have high engagement and they've become a really good channel for collecting user feedback at scale. Historically, we only had one question, but this time we've added a follow-up step, and in that follow-up step you can have not just optional text comments, but you can have any two types of questions. So you can have a first question that's a rating, and then you can follow up with two text input questions. Or you can have a first question that's about a user's persona, and then have a rating and a multi-selection question. So you can have any three questions in the format of two steps, a main question step and a follow-up step. So we still keep it micro, but we're able to give you a lot more control and a lot more configurability about getting feedback from your users. So very excited about that and offering that to all of our customers. We've also been continuing to improve the effectiveness of our embedded experiences. We know that's a new pattern that's becoming very popular. They're less intrusive and interruptive, less annoying, not pop-up-y. So we know that that's something that customers want, and so we're continuing to invest in that. We've improved the flexibility of the layout. So when you have multiple cards and you can control the width of these, they can ultimately drop onto a second line if you want. So you can have more flexibility when you're adding multiple cards that are embedded in your page. And we've also improved the ability of layouts within the card. So you can put media in a top left or the top right to give you more control of what these cards look like. It's something that our customers are adopting quickly and we encourage. So check out our embeddables if you haven't already. We've continued to improve how easy it is to see who you're targeting and to improve your understanding of what users are engaging with. So we've had improvements in the quick views of what segments contain, what your target audiences contain. You can always tag a list of users more easily. And so we're making improvements around that across the product. We've added a CSS cheat sheet. This is the first of many improvements around styling that we're adding, and specifically making it easier for designers to use Chameleon. So this CSS cheat sheet allows you to quickly grab all of the key selectors of Chameleon experiences if you want to use CSS to target styles. We've made more improvements to our element selection and detection. One of my favorites is now when you select an element, you can use your keyboard to quickly switch between that target selector to the parent one or a child or a sibling, so you can more easily move between selectors to grab the right one. And also we've been improving the ability of using AI. We've added ARIA classes as a way to select elements. We know selecting elements is so key to triggering the experience at the right time, to anchoring in the right place in your product. And this is one of the technical interfaces where it can be hard to understand what's going on, and especially if your product is built in a way that you don't have stable selectors. So we're continuing to make improvements. A preview of a new feature, a major feature that we're working on now is the ability to track elements in your application to notify you if we notice that instances of that element appearing have dropped, to help you understand if there is an identification that's broken, maybe some element attributes you selected to identify that element have changed. So we're going to proactively tell you when we detect, hey, that element is appearing less frequently than is typical. So that's a really powerful deep feature to help build trust and help notify you quickly if something has changed. So look out for that. We've improved our iframe support. We've improved our debugger, so if you run chameleon.debug in the console to understand what is happening or why something is or isn't showing, you get much more data, and we'll be bringing more of that debug functionality into the dashboard coming soon as well. So that's a roundup of a lot of the things that we've shipped in Q3, lots in progress, some stuff that's already been deployed in October, and a lot more to come. I'm super excited. Work around themes and styling improvements, work around better testing and debugging, work around making our launches more flexible with sections so you can have nested content, and of course our interactive demos. So lots coming up and lots to look forward to. And if you have any feedback, I'm always available. Feel free to message me on LinkedIn or email me, pulkit@chameleon.io. But looking forward to hearing back from customers and prospects.